This is a casual spoiler warning. There may or may not be details let out, so watch at your own risk. Etika, you know the drill.
So,
Nerves. Not the book, because they based it off a book.
Yeah, that sounds like
They
a really...
didn't. No, you know what's stupid?
What?
They based it off a book.
Yeah?
But the book was not in the they didn't say anything about the book in the trailer.
Nor did... Usually in the beginning it says based on a true story or based on a novel. I think even like the Hunger Games
that
did
was
that.
thrown at the end, yeah.
It was for like a second you seen based on the novel. It's like, It probably sounds a lot better in the novel because, I mean, the end is still just, the end, but we'll get to that. How to summarize it? How do you summarize that?
Well, Nerve.
Yes.
It's an app. Be like a YouTube commenter. It's a app.
It's an app that does stuff. Dick just randomly throwing it. That's randomly throwing a swear word. They would.
It's an app that you join. You can play as a watcher or player.
Yeah.
But either way, it steals all your information.
Yeah, somehow they stole all information, including pictures, which Facebook makes sense, because other things like, I think Tinder does that, and even like other little apps, stuff like that. But they apparently can steal bank accounts, too. They can go in, which isn't even linked.
Like I said, it steals all your information somehow.
Yeah, everything that's owned to you, apparently they can get into.
Yeah. And, you get, if you play as a watcher, you don't do anything, you just watch, but you can give the players dares.
But you have to pay to watch. You can't just watch. It's not like YouTube. You have to pay to be a watcher.
It's $20 for 24 hours.
Yeah, so every day you have to pay $20 to watch this. Huh? Oh.
Oh, you're looking at dash cam.
No, I'm working on getting a dash cam though.
Yeah, slap it like right.
Well, it'll probably be like right here.
Right there.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
That's great footage.
It might actually work for doing this, but that's not the point.
You just tape this to the dash. Like I said, you watch, and when you watch, you can give the players dares.
Yeah, but okay. One thing that. No, we figured out at the end, and this is skipping around, but it's sort of necessary.
Well, I went to explain the watcher first because it's a lot less.
Yeah, but no, I mean this is part of the watcher.
Yeah.
You can give dares, yes, but it's sort of a vote. So someone gives a dare, and then you have to vote. I'm getting around the truck, dude.
Jeez,
calm down. You give a dare. And then you vote. So there has to be enough yeses to vote to do the dare. In order for the dare to count.
I think that was just at the end. I don't think you have to vote.
I don't...
I'm gonna say you don't have to vote. I'm saying you don't have to vote. I'm saying you don't have to vote. Well, it would be stupid.
No, but
why would they just bring it up at the end?
Listen for me to say 3 words.
Continuity
is not there. 4 words. I can't count, which is why I probably wouldn't do very well with this. Just like out of 54. Oh yeah, they showed like 3 famous YouTubers in it too, but that's not the point.
They showed 1.
No, they showed you. No, you said they. Okay.
They showed 1. I thought the other 2 were YouTubers, but they aren't.
No, but they also. I was thinking they also showed like videos that were already YouTube videos.
Yeah, they did
that too.
They stole YouTube videos.
Is that? Could that be considered? I don't know. That's not the point.
No, it can't be because 20 people uploaded it in a matter of 2 seconds. Then another 20 uploaded across 2 minutes.
And then Fail Army did it, and then no one else could because it was considered copyright. Okay, go ahead.
And then players get dares that the watchers give them. Also, I'm pretty sure a player can also give a dare to another player.
Yeah, I would assume if to knock them up or down or to, stuff like that.
Yeah. And the players make money off of the dares. They can accept it and decline it, but I'm guessing when they decline the dare,
they lose. They lose.
They lose.
The thing is, they don't just lose. From what was
When you
said.
bail or fail, you are kicked out.
Yeah, but,
You are kicked out of the competition.
yeah. Things that didn't make sense though was, all right. Let's take the friend Sydney, right? I'm just trying to try and explain this a little bit to actually try and figure this out, right? So Sydney couldn't do her thing, so she bailed. Technically failed, either or. She dropped her phone and it broke.
Yeah.
Which made no
It was an
sense.
iPhone.
Yeah, she still could have got over, by the way. It's not like it was all that difficult, but, you know.
She could have recorded herself though, because she didn't have a phone.
I think it was facing up, though. She probably is still catching her. I mean, iPhones probably could survive after that.
That's true.
But, okay, but that's all happened. She just lost, and then she's out of the game. But the main character, who's Venus?
The main character name is V, based off of Venus.
Yeah, and then she...
Or no, it's V. Her full name is Venus.
Oh,
it's
sorry,
based
wait.
off like some love goddess.
Oh, wait, no,
Venus.
actually, that's a horrible
Mythical
example, because
thing.
she snitched. Let's talk about Ian, who's the guy...
Ian.
Sam.
He's the player,
Him
and at the end of the thing,
yeah.
you figure out Ian was not his actual name,
Yeah,
and his actual
yeah,
name is Sam. I'm explaining. Shut up.
You can explain that at the end. But I want to figure this out. And then, so Ian and his friend, they bailed. They bailed. They didn't fail. They actually didn't do it.
Explain more. You can't
What,
just say
they were doing
bailed.
a dare.
A year before this movie, they did a dare, and they bailed.
Okay, so I didn't add a year before this movie.
You need to elaborate.
This movie has the depth of a freaking kiddie pool.
You still need to elaborate.
There's not much to elaborate on.
I just elaborated, and there's more to elaborate
Elaborated
on.
with 3 words. I still can't count. So like, break that. Sydney failed or bailed, but she didn't lose anything. She just lost the game. Nothing happened. But Ian/Sam and his friend failed, but they lost everything.
No.
Yes?
No.
Yes.
You weren't watching the movie.
I was trying to. It was very hard.
3 people. It was Sam or Ian. That's his name in the game.
Yeah,
His
'cause-
friend, I believe it was Ty, and another guy.
Maybe it was that guy.
And another guy that was with them. They all got a dare. They had to go up to a crane,
Was it all
climb
there?
up the crane and hang off of it. The one kid died.
Here, let me elaborate. He fell and died.
How else would you die after climbing up a crane?
I don't know.
Get hit by a bird?
What if the bird came down and like purposely dive bombed you off the crane?
Shut up.
That'd be really amusing.
But
Bird rockets.
But the one I don't know the name of, he died. So Ty and Ian, or Sam, went to the police and snitched. But when you snitch about the game, you lose everything. The game steals your identity, you lose all your money, and you become a prisoner to the game.
Yeah, but the thing is that still doesn't make sense because they failed first. It said they failed on the crane, and then they snitched. They were out of the game, but then they still snitched about it.
They still snitched about the game.
They were out of the game.
They were
which doesn't
still
make
in the
sense.
game.
But you don't understand what I'm getting at.
The game is
talking about
constantly
continuity.
recording. It's still constantly recording. It's constantly on.
No, because once you signed out, in their words, every person is a server in their eyes. That's what
Yes.
they said. So technically, once you shut down the app,
But
you
from
shut
the
down
movie,
the server.
from the movie, even when the V girl, even when her phone wasn't on,
But
the camera was still on.
But that's what I mean. That's what continuity doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
Who cares?
It's sort of necessary for a movie. It's sort of necessary for the movie to make sense.
Well, this game was stupid, or this movie was stupid anyway,
But you're
because it
trying-
also had people recording
but
other
now- but
people
now you're
apparently
not-
from their
Now
profile.
you're not listening. You're putting your own words in there, thinking that.
How?
I'm saying
How am I
is
putting
wrong.
my own words in there? I'm not putting my own words in it. I'm explaining the movie, and you keep cutting me off.
I'm elaborating. I can't elaborate, but you can.
Fine, go elaborate.
No, you're explaining this. I
No,
explained that like 3
You were
years.
elaborating. You're elaborating. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I did elaborate. Continue.
I lost what I was talking about because you cut me off 10 times.
We were talking about. No, it was before the.
I remember.
Okay.
They went and snitched to the police about the game. So the game stole their identity, stole all their money. Yeah, I'm recapping it. Shut up.
Did you recap? We just explained.
They stole their identity and stole their money.
So, such enthusiastic teacher.
So they became, as the game or app would say, prisoners of the game. So they cannot stop playing. They cannot stop playing until they win.
Are you going to keep explaining the movie or just explain a small smidgen of it?
Well, you kind of just went, I thought you were going to say something.
I'll explain. I'll do it after. What? I'll explain it after so you can finish.
What do I talk about? What do I talk about?
What's your problem now?
You!
Talking about, what were you talking about?
I said, what do I talk about? That's kind of what I need to explain. Their identity was stolen, they need to win.
Alright, so they went through a bunch of dares, and they ended up getting... It's like Taken, it's funny. It's a different movie reference. But, yeah, they had to go through... Okay, that's basically the whole plot.
Well, we didn't explain what the players... Finish explaining what the players were doing, because you cut me off.
You said it. They do dares and they get money. That's what you said. That's all it is.
Yes, but they get money. But then at the end, if they are number one, the top 2 spots, they go to a, like, they have to fight each other.
It's like a Coliseum battle.
Yeah, but
Which
they
is
have,
because they were in a Coliseum.
But they have 2 completely different weapons and they need to kill each other.
Kind of different. One had a revolver and one had a pistol.
Yeah.
So it's basically
one has more power than the other.
Yeah, it turns into a shootout basically at the end. That
turns into a rodeo.
Yeah, the last 2 have a shootout.
Yeah.
Which makes it
Or the top 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the last 2, the top 2.
Well, at the end, everyone bails. There's only 2 people left in the game, so technically the last.
So the top 2.
No, there's only 2 people left.
Yeah.
And then basically, like, it's okay. And then what happens is there's a whole big reveal, and then it ends up that the friend of V, or the person who was against V and Ian/Sam, was a friend of V, and they were. Wait, what were they trying to do?
Wait, what?
What?
Say that again.
There were 3 people left. There was Ty, Ian/Sam, and V.
Call me Ian, because that was his name in the app.
Yeah, but they revealed it to be Ty.
What?
What?
They revealed him to be Sam, not Ty.
No, the guy with the weird dreadlock hair.
Yeah, his name is Ty.
Yes.
And then there's Ian, who is Sam.
Ian,
I said
yes,
called
and I
him
said-
Ian.
All
And you
right,
said he was
fine.
revealed to be Ty.
No.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
fine.
what you said.
Shut up. Ian, Ty, and V were the last 3, and Wendy.
No,
Yes.
no, be quiet. The last 2 was V and Ian.
But then, but Ty was
But
still
neither of them could shoot each other. So
That's
Ty hopped in.
So then, technically, then he was part of the game. So then, so Ty was technically part of the game at the end.
Shut up.
It's true. How? Why else would
I'm
he be
explaining
there?
it. Be quiet.
I asked you to, and you just stopped. God damn.
Because Megan was getting
No,
out.
I mean before that, you just stopped after you were like, "Oh, you're explaining. You're stirred. Fucking go."
The last 2 was V and Ian. They needed to kill each other. Neither of them could kill each other because they were partners in the game and became, liked each other.
It was the love interest of the movie. Those 2 were the love interests. Not the gay best friend was the love interest, which was really amusing. It was the dude who she did dares with. Explain that after.
They loved each other and they couldn't kill each other.
Hey, they loved each other in 24 hours. True love. I gotta mention that. It's so fucking
It's like
stupid.
every Disney movie.
It basically was a Disney movie.
But then they couldn't shoot each other, so the Thai guy, he jumped out of the crowd and said, "I'll shoot her." So then he then became part of it.
Yeah.
And then a vote went around. This is where the voting thing came in. A vote went around.
Alright, continue.
What was I saying?
You were talking about Ty jumped in.
Yeah, Ty jumped in, and then he became part of it, and this is where the voting thing came in. A vote went around, and people had to decide if they wanted him to shoot V or him not to shoot V. And obviously, for movie purposes, yes was the winning vote.
Of course.
So he shot her,
Yeah. We need the
but he
finger
really
one.
didn't shoot her because him and V, Ty and V, they were working together.
Hold on, can I say one thing? This is where this is like the twist, but it makes no sense, and this is why, 'cause it's so hard to explain.
This is also when the one guy comes back in. The guy that loved V in the beginning. He is hacking the systems to stop it. And that's why Ty is working with V now.
Yeah.
So
apparently there was this elaborate web of people all trying to do something that made no sense.
Yeah, it was like an underground hacking area who had ping pong.
Yeah, why?
They were playing ping pong.
So,
there were like
okay.
6 tables of ping pong tables.
Okay, I want to see if try to envision this for me. A big room, roughly the size of a normal house, like let's say like I don't know, like a normal house sort of thing or a warehouse, filled with ping pong tables, and people were just constantly playing ping pong. And in the back was a room roughly about the size of a normal bedroom, filled with like 4 computers and a TV screen.
4 computers? There were like 8 laptops.
Either way, they had laptops and 1 screen, but it led from a giant ass thing of ping pong tables. That made no sense.
Yeah.
Layout made no sense.
So the guy who liked V in the beginning, he was hacking with all these other hackers to just shut down the system. And water.
I know.
To shut down the system. And Ty and V were working together to also, I guess,
Shut down the
stop it.
Yeah.
So Ty hopped in with a fake, or not a fake gun, an empty gun.
It was it had blank rounds in it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
shot her. he hold on. He shot her.
Yeah. Every time you hear it sound kind of awkward, it's because we have to take time to put our fingers up and do that.
But so the Ian guy's freaking out because he thinks Ty just shot her, but not actually.
Yeah, it's.
And then
It's okay.
the systems get shut down.
Yeah,
But not really.
Yeah.
Everyone just gets logged out.
Yeah, everyone signs out. Except for
Everyone gets
forcibly.
Yeah, signed out.
Yeah. And because of the fact that apparently everyone has their own server, once everyone signs out, the whole game just dies. That's it. App over. Doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like.
But it's weird. I don't get this. It said, well, what it did is that everyone had a nickname, a username.
Yeah.
And it pretty much just like got rid of their nickname and put their actual name, and then it had in big yellow words, log out, and then OK. And you hit OK, and it forcibly logged you out.
Yeah.
But the Ty, that guy, he didn't click OK, he swiped it. That's what confuses me. And like when you swipe it, it makes it like buzzed. Every time like someone swiped it, it buzzed, meaning like when they swiped the decline button, it buzzed.
Yeah, there's different like things that happen to signify things, but it made no sense.
Yeah, when everyone else hit OK, it had this like loud like
yeah, it was like a
ding,
ding. Yeah.
and it like meant like, hey, you're signed out. But when he swiped it, it buzzed. So I don't think he actually signed out. But at the end of the movie, the one chick who helped the guy
The gay
hack.
best friend.
What?
I just can't call him the gay best friend because he doesn't get
sure.
anything.
Some black chick who helped, as Zach would say, the gay best friend hack the systems and shut it down, said everybody was logged out.
Yeah, they forcibly logged everyone out except for Ty, who logged out because he wanted to.
He didn't log out. No, everyone wasn't.
Okay, whatever he did, it happened because he wanted to. He's the only one who didn't get forcibly signed out.
Well,
which actually doesn't make sense.
No, everyone wasn't forcibly signed out. They kind of were, but like
you say
they chose to log. They had to hit OK to log out.
Yeah, but I'm assuming
they're forcibly logged out to the logout screen.
Yeah, but my assumption is if you didn't click OK, the screen wouldn't have went away. So what other thing would you do? Like, it says in essence, it's like if you're with the logout screen and there's no other buttons and it just says log out, that's all you can do. What are you gonna do? Stare at the screen?
He
for
swiped
hours?
it.
We're not talking
He
about
swiped
him.
it and
We're
it went
talking
away.
We're talking about everyone else.
They all logged out.
Yes, it was basically forced. But you're saying it
Fine.
wasn't.
Everyone else logged out, but the Thai guy,
He
he
didn't.
swiped it.
Yeah, I don't
He
know.
didn't log out.
I think he swiped it because they had to have some kind of little effect. Because I think afterwards they had a little effect that was like a swipe. So I think they tried to go one into the other. It was fucking stupid. Oh, by the way, all the stuff starting from the when they got into the Coliseum to when it ended was roughly 15 minutes. And the movie was about an hour and a half, which means
It was an hour and 36 minutes.
So about an hour and 15 minutes of it was just them getting dare after dare and little stupid problems you're supposed to, feel bad for, and it was... Look. The plot made no sense. Also, by the way, I don't know how big this book is, but they probably cut down the book an extreme amount.
Probably.
Because they had to fit it all into a movie. Kind of like what they did with Avatar. Last Airbender, not Blue Avatar. I'm surprised this wasn't done by M. Night Shyamalan, though. It had a really horrible ending twist. So I don't think people need to do what Shyamalan does. It's bad. Oh, and they used drones for cameras. That was the only good thing.
Yeah, they used a lot of drones.
Yeah, I think that was the only cool thing about it was they actually used drones to record it rather than crazy setups, which is, well, some of them were crazy setups. Some of them were drones, which are really cool, I think. That's really the only compliment I have. The characters make no damn sense. Like I said, this is like a thing where I haven't read the book, so I don't know what the book is. Like I said, my assumption is that when the person read or made the book, it was probably like over days or something, I would assume, rather than just one night to do all this.
Yeah, this all happened in one day.
Yeah, it all happened in less than 24 hours.
The movie was based all in one day.
Yeah. So like the continuity is crap. The characters are as shallow as they can be when taken down from a novel. Camera angles were really stupid. I mean, the drone ones were kind of cool, but in the way of there was a cool couple camera angles, but for the most part, it was more or less just look at their face, look at the side of them, look at their face, look at the side of them. Oh, and look through their phones. Have a little stupid camera angle, look through their phone camera angle too.
Yeah.
And that, it didn't work.
Recording the cat.
Horribly. She has 2 hats. How did she forget 1 out of 2 hats? I mean, she got everything else, but she still forgot a fucking hat. Alright.
Let's go.
Dude, that hat is way too small for your head, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that is like, oh my god, your head is huge compared to hers. Jesus.
Well, it's like all tightened. Hold on.
Well, no, don't untighten it.
No, duh.
Oh. Oh, I thought you were gonna untighten it.
No,
Sorry,
I'm not stupid.
So, we talking about the characters. The effects were decent. No, lower than decent. They were... Ugh. The plot twist, too, made no sense because there wasn't a lead up to it. Every time you saw Ty, he never gave the impression of, I'm doing this to help you. It was always the impression of, I'm doing this to win. So there wasn't even any clue behind what the characters were doing either.
Well, the only time he was like, I'm helping was at the end. He was never helping until the end.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because they didn't give any clues to say otherwise, or any clues to, say that was true? That's the thing.
It's because through the entire movie, he said, literally at one point, he said, I'm doing this to win.
Yeah, but then at the end... it's called keeping up a facade. Why? If you weren't keeping up a facade, why would you go up and say, hey, I'm helping you, but I'm doing this to win? That doesn't make sense.
It's because he was doing it all to win, but then at the end, he helped her.
You don't know that for sure. They didn't give any clues to show yes or no.
Whatever.
You don't understand how character development works. It's just like with the Ian guy. He was like... No, wait. It's like V, right? She also always showed that, Wait, this... Look, it's just like that. You don't know if he was helping in the beginning or not. He might have been doing it he might not been. You might be right, you might be wrong, but you can't say for sure because there wasn't enough to definitely say that. I got nothing. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it at all.
No, it wasn't. It's not even worth watching it from like the Red Box or anything else. Stupid.
We paid $6 to do it. It was like I say every time, Steam could have a better deal for $1 than that movie could have for like ever. It's if anything, read the book. Read the book is probably better. I say read the book over watching the movie, 100%. So what are we ending with?
A rating?
Yeah. What are you giving it?
An F?
Fail? Yeah, I agree too. It was a waste of time. Just an entire waste of time.
You know what?
What?
You really annoyed me through this recording and the trailer recording. They're like a fair.
Yeah, the fair I don't think has many people in it anymore.
No, that's like until like Monday or something, and then the fair's over.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think there's...
It's at night, that's
buddy,
why.
you want to get a little bit to the side? Jesus Christ.
The fair's at night. That's when they have things going.
I saw Friday night. There wasn't many people. I mean,
it was Friday night. Usually Saturday night is the most.
Yeah, but there wasn't that. We'll see. Who knows?
But you really annoyed me through this recording and the recording for the trailer.
It's because you and I don't think the same way.
Really annoyed me.
It's because we don't think the same way, so it's hard for us to understand each other. The way I talk isn't the same way as the way you talk. Well, except for English, but
Really annoyed me.